Now that you got your chicken thighs, first step is going to be to take them out and try and cut off some of this fat and put it in a big bowl. Alright, so that step is done. I use these scissors right here. They work pretty good. Um, there's the fat. You don't need to go crazy trying to take off every single piece of fat. I just try and get the big stuff. The next step is to add your marinade. You can either use a store-bought one or make one from scratch. I still experiment with mine, so I'm gonna start with 1 cup of water, about a cup of soy sauce, about 3/4 of a cup of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. Add some more spices and whatever you want. Maybe some honey. You can look up some recipes. It can be just a basic teriyaki sauce, and you can add your own touches to it. Then mix it all up. Once you got that done, leave it to marinate for about 30 minutes or longer. In my opinion, tastes better the longer you leave it, but leave it in the fridge. Grab a pot, and we're gonna do 1-to-1 ratio for the rice and the water. So I'm doing 3 cups of rice, so I have 3 cups of water here. I'm gonna put a lid on it. You don't need to put a lid on it, just to save energy, and then put it on high. While you're waiting for that to come to a boil, get your 3 cups in a strainer and rinse them out. Want to rinse it out until the white water is clear. You can use your hand, use this, you can use both. Now that you have your water boiling, dump the rice in. Make sure you get it all out. Move it around a little bit so it's level. Then you're going to want to put the lid back on and set your heat at medium. So for me, put it at 3. And you want to set a 10-minute timer. Meanwhile, heat up your pan with medium-high heat and get your meat ready. Then you can start to put out the pieces. You're going to want to cook each one for about 5 minutes on each side. Be warned that depending on how you made your marinade, it might burn. So what I do is add a little bit of sauce to it. So you want about 5 minutes each side. Meanwhile, preheat your oven to 250 degrees and get your baking sheet ready. I use aluminum foil. You can use whatever you want. After 10 minutes, take your rice off of the hot burner and put it on a cool burner and set another timer for 10 minutes. Once you've cooked these for about 5 minutes each side, and take them out and transfer them over to your baking sheet. Once those 10 minutes are up, you may uncover your rice and it will be done. Just fluff it around a little bit with a spoon or a fork, and then you can transfer it into your meal prep containers. The rice is in the meal prep containers, and I have a baking sheet full of chicken. It's gonna be finished cooking in the oven, and I made a mistake. You actually want it at 375. Just like that. And you're gonna want to put it in there for about 15 minutes or so. Check on your chicken after about 5 or 10 minutes. Use a thermometer, and it should be at least 165 internal cook temperature in the thickest part of the meat. This looks good to go. Transfer your chicken over to your cutting board, and now you can cut it into strips or little bite-sized pieces, whatever you like. Here's the chopped chicken, and you can add it to the top of the rice in the meal prep containers. And this is the final product: chicken thighs and rice for a week, 5 days.